It's week 7 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Rams and the Vikings. Coming up next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Completes it to Aguilar. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Play action. Stroud now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200 plus in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Throwing now is Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And Lance now to throw.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he fires one, but incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, Mostert
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Shotgun now for Lance.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Lance looking to throw it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown,
Rashad Bateman,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The Lance going to throw.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here comes Berrios.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out.
They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
That is caught.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Stroud looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Stroud.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
Lance now on 1st down.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Lance.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Again, it's Johnson. And the Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lance's throw complete there to Johnson.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. That brings up 4th. That Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stroud off the play fake. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
To throw, it's Lance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Got a man, it's Berrios complete.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
From midfield, here's Lance.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On second down, here's Lance.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10. Stroud.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Vikings! Braxton Berrios, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings had got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First and 10, Taylor now.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Here's Berrios. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now again to Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They run once more with Taylor.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Play action. Stroud now. Going to be taken in here by Nacua.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 19.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on 3rd down, So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Lance looking to throw it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Aiden Hutchinson,
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Wishnowski on the punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 33-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Johnson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Pass complete there to McClure.
And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Clock running under 4 to play now as as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Shifts past him, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Lance back to throw. Complete to Boyd. Second and 6 coming up.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Now Lance.
His throw incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And here comes Berrios.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
Stroud.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Rams have won the game.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Rams, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it.